you rapping too? All right.
Uh, so
Feel
you
my algorithm. That's what they say. You
that
feel
was the
my
question. Yeah, that was the question I wanted to ask. How did you find my page? But I think it was probably from this video. Um,
rapping too.
My dad was a Marine. How could I be in the Air Force? You know what I mean? But looking back, oh my God, I
Mm,
100% would have. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Shit. I forgot now. I just know I saw you. I was like, let me hit him up. I thought it was like it was either that one or it might have been that one. It might have been that one. It might have been that one. Yeah, we on right now though.
Okay,
Welcome
cool.
to Politickin. This is another episode of Still Serving, where we talk to veterans about life after the uniform. 1212. I'm in the place to be with veteran Quincy. How you doing, bro?
Hey, I'm doing good today. Down at the beach right now. So yeah, just living it up.
Yeah, it look nice out there. I like the mountain and shit back there and shit.
Yeah, it's
Well, it might be a mountain that might be a giant back there. You know what I'm saying? They said the mountains be giants and shit. You heard about that?
yeah, like the
Petrified,
pink
petrified giants and shit. The mountains and shit. Some of them be looking like it though, for real, when you look at them.
the pink Himalaya salt. They're saying like it's like veins and stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, for the first thing, can you just introduce yourself and tell everybody where you're from?
Yeah, my name's Quincy. I kind of grew up all around. I was born in Okinawa, Japan, and
Mm.
then I lived in Arkansas up until high school, and then I lived in Maryland until I joined the military in Baltimore County.
Okay, what's up? So, when did you serve in the Marines?
I joined in 2019 and I got out in 2023, so 4-year contract.
Okay. And then what made you join the military?
About a year. I gave myself a year after high school because I graduated in 2018 to see if I could do anything outside of the military. But I was like still serving pizzas. So I was like, something in my life has to change. And I knew I wasn't going to go to college.
I know me and the Marine Corps way better than serving pizza.
Yeah, I swear.
And then so when did you decide? What made you? You kind of said that, but what made you join? You said just because you didn't want to do that anymore. You want to do something better.
Yeah. Yeah, and where my dad came from and the way he grew up, he was able to make like so much more happen uh than like how I came up. You know, he had a lot less than me and he was able to make a lot happen. So I was like, okay, I should be able to do something with this.
Okay. And then what was your MOS?
I was 0631 network administrator, so computer nerd.
Okay, cool. That's what's up. And then looking back, how would you describe yourself before the Marine Corps?
I would just say like immature because you know I was just a 19-year-old kid and I didn't really have any real direction in my life. So yeah,
Mm.
just no plan.
And then what was boot camp like for you?
Boot camp was funny, but there was like a lot of walking. I did not like that. It was so much marching. I was just telling somebody the other day, like too much. Um, but yeah, funny. You're not allowed to laugh.
Did you go on the East Coast or did you go on the West Coast?
I was on Paris Island on the East Coast.
Man, I remember like when I joined, I went like during May, so I was there in the summer. Man, you was on
Um,
that damn heat there, man. That shit felt like hell, bro. Like all that damn
yeah.
asphalt and that damn heat, man. I was like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
this?
And the sand fleas were bad too. I was there from September until early December.
You
Yeah.
got you got a little lucky. You went there when straight summertime. We had so many down. Did y'all have any like Black Flag days?
Yeah, in the beginning, maybe one or two, but towards the end, definitely not.
Shit, we had about 10 of them motherfuckers. That's how hot it was up in there. It was hella hot. Then what was the hardest part about you becoming a Marine?
I would probably say just like you really have to become a man. And so that was a really hard part about it, just like fully committing to, you know, growing up.
And then what's the one moment in the Marine Corps you'll never forget?
When I became an NCO, I had my father pin me and I asked him like while he was pinning me, do you have any like words of motivation. And he started crying and he was like, "Well, you're a leader of Marines now." I was like so dead at that moment, but I was really proud. And then they drove all the ways down to like come pin me. There was like an hour of work left. And I was like, Gunny, can I go eat with my parents? He was like, nah, you gotta come back inside and eat. I mean, at work. That was so depressing.
Yeah, I would say I kind of forgot about this, but I would say I know like the one part about being an NCO that I liked the most was getting the blood stripe.
Uh,
Yeah, blood stripe
like
was
on
hard.
your uniform. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, okay.
yeah. And then who is somebody in the military that impacted your life positively?
I would say two people. I had my battle buddy, Dustin Cummings. Uh, we had a lot of like, really deep conversations, or we could always go and vent to each other. So like on the mental side, it was that, and then on like the motivational side, I had the a Sergeant Cross, really swole, big guy, kept me in shape a lot of the time, kept me on the right path for my physical. So that was a good impact.
And then what's some lessons you learned from Marine Corps that sticks with you today?
Um, Definitely like being on time, carrying through with what you say is what you're gonna do. Those two things I like hold very true to myself and try to always be there. Which is funny because I was like 30 minutes late to this.
And I say, what some civilians don't understand about military life?
Mm, maybe the commitment, you like you really have to strip yourself of your identity of like
Mm,
who you were before to who you have to become.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
this serving change the way you view people or the world?
I would actually say like living in Thailand has changed the way I view people around the world a lot more, but the military changed the way I view people in America because there's great opportunities that's gonna come from it. So if you're not going to college or being an entrepreneur or chasing a sport, you're just like doing nothing, staying at home and you're able-bodied. I kind of view those people differently because I believe you should at least do 4 years in the military.
Mm. And then what was your transition out of the military like for you?
My transition was super smooth. Uh, Also stressful though, because I went on the Skill Bridge program for my last 6 months. So leading up to that, it was really stressful. Like, am I going to program? Am I going to, get all the paperwork done in time? And then like there was a lot of shifting deadlines. But once I got to my Skill Bridge program, it was super, super nice. I worked for a IT company, maybe like 20 minutes from where my parents lived. So it was nice. And I learned a lot too. I went from being in like the military office to a civilian office. So a few things transitioned, but just going from like super strict environment to like I could show up wearing anything I want, change my hair however I want. Nobody's gonna be watching me. That was really nice.
So I think that's something new. I didn't have no skill bridge when I was in. Well, what skill
Mm.
bridge?
SkillBridge is pretty much an internship. You can take your military skills and transition it to the civilian world through, like this internship. It can be 3 to 6 months, and then I'm not even sure if it has to be relevant to what your job is, but I mean, mine was. But yeah, they have a bunch of different programs, and it works out because the military still pays you, so that job doesn't have to pay you, and then they could potentially hire you on when the internship is over.
So are you doing that when you're still in, or are you doing that when you're
Yeah,
out?
that's your last 6 months of your contract
Mm.
for me, at
I
least.
signed up for that
Yeah.
shit anyway. I don't give a fuck what it is.
Yeah.
I just get out six. That's
Yeah.
basically kind of like you getting out 6 months early. Then shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And out of my whole time there, I never saw one person do it, but I was standing duty one day and maybe Master Guns came to me and was talking to me. It was like, you should explore the Skill Bridge program. And that's when I was like, what was that? And then yeah, I ended up doing it, but man, I had to do so much documents for that. Oh my God.
Mm.
but it was worth it.
And then was getting out transitioning harder than you expected, or was it pretty smooth? Yeah, I know you said it was smooth.
Yeah, so that's another thing. Like I was stationed in Quantico, so I lived in Baltimore County, so that's maybe an hour and a half drive. So if I have a long weekend, like the 4 days, 3 day weekends, I was going back home. So it was, I didn't fully forget what military life was like, being at home, being around my family. Obviously, there was like 2 to 3 month gaps, but it wasn't like anything anybody I was stationed with had, where they're going like 2, 3 years without seeing their family or the people they used to be around. Um, but I would say like coming back, I was making a lot of money, so I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do with my old friends. So I think that's like a hard part for it, which then caused like a bit of loneliness. So that was like something I didn't expect, but I wouldn't say anything was really hard about transitioning out of the Marine Corps for me.
Okay. And then you kind of was mentioning it. So how important was your family or community support during your transition?
Yeah, definitely for my family because when I got out, I worked as a civilian for the army as a as a contractor for about like 6 months, and I really hated it. So that's when I decided to move to Thailand and use my GI Bill. Um, but during that process, I would be like coming home like every day, like, mom, dad, like, am I wrong to think like this plan could work? Ask me questions that I'm not asking myself, all this stuff. So to have like their guidance throughout that whole process was probably one of the most important parts.
Mm. And then did your military service affect your mental health?
Uh, and the only like way I constantly see it is I worked at the headquarters of communications for the Marine Corps. So I worked with more civilians and more officers than I did enlisted. So when you have to like report on certain things, you cannot afford to mess up when you're reporting to a lieutenant colonel or a major every morning. So I have a lot of anxiety speaking in front of crowds bigger than like 5 people.
Mm. And then do you think veterans talk enough about their mental health?
No, definitely not. It's definitely a topic that I feel like we need to speak on more because I think like when you're in, you need to like wear a mask. You need to like hide your emotions behind something. And we never acknowledge that we're doing that. So it's like a weird analogy, but we get used to wearing the mask. And I don't know, it's kind of like a taboo to acknowledge that we're like taking it off. Does that make sense?
I know you put the mask on, then you like Sting where you can't really take it off. You gotta keep it on all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. And that could get tiring.
I would say then what are some healthy ways you learn to cope with stress or trauma?
For me, basketball. I was going through a hard time and uh probably like one of the first hard times I've had in a while. And I just went to go play ball. And I noticed for that 30 minutes, 1 hour, the only thing I thought about was basketball. Like nothing on the outside mattered. So that's kind of a way I do it for myself. If I need to just go like de-stress, I'll just go play basketball or go work out.
Yeah, I guess that's the one thing about sports in general. Even working out sometimes it's kind of hard to
Yeah.
think about anything else when especially when you're doing a
Uh-huh.
sport like you boxing. You better not be
Yeah.
thinking about nothing else when you boxing. You get your ass knocked out, or even any other sport,
Yeah.
football or karate. So
Uh-huh.
it's a good thing. And then, what advice would you give to veterans that's struggling in silence?
I would say kind of find your basketball. Find the
Mm.
thing that you can just escape from for a few minutes or even a few hours because it's not like you're ignoring it. Because for me, it really like de-stresses me. Like I can just like take a breath, you know? So I would recommend anybody doing that to find your version of that, even if it's with the community or by yourself.
Mm. And what are you doing now, professionally or creatively?
So creatively, for about like 10 years now, whenever I want to have fun, I'll make music. And then yeah, I've been making music. What I like about doing it out here is I've started incorporating different languages into my music. So I have a friend who's from France and I have a friend who's from India. So we made a English, Hindi, French song. We've made two now. So that's something fun I like to do for creativity. And then I'm working on my IT college degree right now. So that's like the professional aspect of it as well. And then I did play professional basketball out here last year. So that was kind of like that's actually a combination between creativity and professional. And then I make content here and there. I used to make it really consistently, but I've just slowed down with it. It's not like where my heart is at anymore, or maybe not for the moment. Uh, and also this summer or this winter, I want to be a sports commentator. I think I'd be good at that. Yeah, I know somebody who already does it. I asked him, could I be the co-host? And he was like, come try out and we'll see how it goes. So,
Or you finna go on Gil Arena?
huh?
You finna go on Gil's Arena?
Nah, I don't think I'll be with Agent Zero.
I would say, what
I
position?
might,
Uh-huh.
huh?
I was ask you, what position do you play?
I played small forward at 6'1". I should be playing point guard, but in Thailand, they're not really tall. So I was able to go away with small forward.
Mm. And what made you
Yeah.
go to Thailand?
Honestly, a big part of it was the GI Bill because I didn't want to leave America. I feel like people go in two paths in life. You either gain a lot of life experience or you gain a lot toward your career. So Thailand was a place where I could do both at the same time. I could work on my college degree and I could make memories that I'm never gonna forget. Um, and I was between a few countries. Like my last three was Barcelona, Bangkok, or Japan. And when it came down to like money and then like how hard the school would be, it ended up being Thailand.
Well, I guess what made you leave the States in the first place?
Man, too expensive. And it's just, I don't know, it was the same old environments for me. So to be able to come to a tropical nation and get paid to do it, I was like, yeah, I'm out of here.
So how long you been in Thailand so far?
I passed my 2 year mark maybe in March. So about two years, couple months.
What's up? And then, so what else
Yeah,
are you passionate about in life so right now?
chilling, honestly. I uh I just try not to do too much because like earlier you asked me what do I do creatively and professionally. And about all the things I said I was doing at one time last year. And I was like, that's not why I moved here. Like it came down to the point where I was like every single day I was doing at least one thing, probably two things. And it was just like I was getting so tired every day. So yeah, I think chilling, just being happy uh mentally, and then yeah, not trying to have to try too hard.
Yeah, that's why people don't understand that that content creator life ain't easy as it look.
Yeah, yeah,
Shit. 'Cause
yeah,
I'm always well, I like batch a lot. I batch a lot, but still I got you got to record all that shit to batch. So it's either
yeah.
you recording the content, or if you're not recording the content, you sitting there editing it, getting it out, and it's
Uh-huh.
like a constant cycle. That shit do not stop.
Yeah. If you're not doing that, you're posting it, engaging with people. Yeah, so to do that on top of basketball, on top of school, it was just like this isn't a job, you know? So I just peeled back. Let me just focus on the school and we'll see when I have time to do the other stuff.
And then how has the Marine Corps helped you in your current life?
Oh man, I I hate to admit it, but the Marine Corps put me in such a position, such a good position. Like I would be back in the States right now if I didn't have the Marine Corps. So I got to give all gratitude for it. I don't think I'd be 5% at what I'm at right now.
And then what goals are you kind of we was talking about this, but what goals are you chasing right now?
Yeah, get my college degree, and save up money to move back to the States. And I want to use my VA home loan when I get out of here. I kind of am using this time in Thailand as like I did 4 years of hard work. Let me do 4 years of, relax, and then I'll get back into my career. So
Mm.
I think I'm gonna take this IT degree and all the internship and all the previous work experience and move down to San Antonio, get an IT job, try to buy and sell a house, get my money up, and then probably come back out here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, oh, so you just want to try to get more money? That's why you saying I'm like, why you just want to stay in
Yeah.
Thailand? You just want to try to get more money first before you stay out here?
Yeah, because once the degree is done, I'm going to lose the income from the GI Bill. And, I think off the benefits I have is enough to get by. But I don't want to just get by. I want to prosper financially. And working here is very unideal because the pay is, if you're lucky, you'll get something for like $2,000 a month for IT,
Mm.
which is like I can make so much more doing that in the States.
Right. All right. And then what does success mean to you today?
I think kind of like what I was speaking on earlier, just be happy. Um, and yeah, get this degree.
What is
Yeah.
happiness to you?
I don't know. I feel like that's like a day-to-day definition, but no stress.
Shit.
I don't, yeah, I don't want to be feeling stressed. I don't want to be feeling like I need to change who I am to be around somebody else. Those kind of things. Just be me.
Yeah, I'm saying I bet waking up looking at that view every day should make you happy too. Shit. That shit look nice
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah. Right now I'm on vacation. I'm about to go back to Bangkok in like maybe 3 hours.
Oh,
So
okay.
kind of sad I'm about to leave this view.
Oh, yeah, that shit nice. And if you could talk to your younger self before joining the military, what would you say?
The thing is, I could have never anticipated this coming from signing that paper when I was 19. But knowing what I know now, just stick it out. Uh, the light at the end of the tunnel is very dim right now, but it's going to be the brightest light that you've ever seen.
Mm. And then what advice would you give what advice would you give to young veterans getting out today?
I feel like when I watched a lot of the Marines before me get out, they didn't explore their opportunities. They either did what they were told they had to do, or they felt like they only had to do one thing. But like for me, I explored every single option. I debated, should I re-enlist? I debated, should I just not do skill bridge? Should I just live at home? Should I work? Moved to Thailand immediately. I kind of, didn't leave any stone unturned, checked out every possibility, and then went with my best shot. I feel like a lot of people don't really think too much about what their next step is. Also, maybe not even do that while you're transitioning out. Do that the whole time you're in. Like there are so many opportunities that can come from after just a 4-year contract. So you should explore every single option.
Mm. And then what are you most proud of in your life journey?
Honestly, I think it's this chapter of my life. Coming to Thailand, not only like do you have to be financially independent, but also you have to be very willing to change who you are. Because I've changed a lot in these last 2 years being out here. Um, Also being here, like making YouTube videos. I made a YouTube video about using your GI Bill in Thailand, and people have come to my school from watching that video. So to be able to kind of like be a leader and be the example, like, hey, I went on this path. I really enjoy it. If you want to try that out, and people actually tried that out, and they're like, I see them, they're so happy in their life. So to be like leader or the example to set is like something I'm really proud of myself for doing.
Yeah, the one reason I want to interview you because like I think a lot of people in the military they don't even think about stuff like this. A lot of people just think like,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta go back home. No, you don't.
Uh-huh.
Especially
Yeah.
if you got everything set up and you got your disability and your like you said GI Bill, you can go
Yeah.
wherever you want. You got people. You got I know people be in the Philippines. You got people
Uh-huh.
in Vietnam. So you got
That
people
that's probably one of the
in Colombia. A lot of people
yeah.
everywhere. Yeah.
That's probably one of the most common questions I get asked is like, you can get your GI Bill in Thailand? And well, for me, nobody even told me that. I was like I said, exploring my options. So one day I was on the VA website. They have like a map on like all the schools you can go to, but it was like the world map. And I was like, why would it be like that? And I zoomed in on, I don't know what country and clicked like refresh, and all these schools came up. And me, I was in a non-deployable unit. So I stayed in the United States the entire time. So I was like, oh, this is my chance to go overseas on my own time, my own, say everything like that. Yeah. Dang, I kind of forgot what I was saying. My fault.
Mm. And then what does service mean to you now?
Uh, yeah, being that example. So a lot of the things that I view as still serving now would be like whenever I make a video, man, I would say easily like 200 people have DM me like asking me about information on how to do what I'm doing now. And still serving would be having a full conversation with them, giving them like all the free game that I've learned over the last few years. And maybe not encouraging them, but giving them like the full realistic rundown of how to do it. That I would say that's how I still serve the veteran community, which is funny because I never even intended to like really do that. But yeah, like if somebody needs my help, I'm always willing to give it for this.
Mm. And then what legacy do you want to leave behind?
Maybe somebody who was nice, never gave up, um, always willing to like keep trying, always try. Yeah, explore, something like that.
Mm. And then where can people follow or support you?
You can follow me on Instagram at the Captain Q underscore. Um, Also, if you are interested in watching some of the YouTube videos, I'm also Captain Q or the Captain Q on YouTube, and you can see about the GI Bill video and stuff like that. I go into really deep detail about exactly how to do it.
So where did the captain come from?
That was well, I guess it still is my rap name. We were like first time I made a song, I was like, what should my rap name be? And one of my friends was like, Captain Q. I was like, okay. And then later on, uh, when I got to my first unit, it wasn't large, so I see my captain a lot. And I was like, I hope he never finds out that my like Instagram handle is captain as well, being a PFC.
Did he find out?
No, but my sergeant did. He was threatening me with telling him.
And then where can people oh you got already said that if not I'll just make sure. Where can people follow and support you?
Yeah, Instagram is where I'm going to be at mainly. So if anything from this podcast will raise curiosity and you want to talk to me about it, you can just DM me on Instagram, the Captain Q.
Mm. And then I was ask you said how much is the prices out there like so well, like how much is it to I guess rent out there like just a monthly expenses
So
to estimate.
I live in a two-bedroom, two-bathroom. I'm paying about 600 a month for that. And it's really
Mm.
spacious. I never lived on my own like that before, so I don't know square feet, but the square meters is 126. It's a good size. It's a really good size.
What about utilities and stuff?
Utilities is super cheap. Electric, so like out here it's super hot. So I have to have my AC running all day, even if I'm out of the house, because if I come back, it's gonna be blazing hot in there. I would say it's about $100 a month. And then phone bill, that's like less than 30. Electricity is about 30. Water, maybe like $2, honestly.
Wow. And then what about food?
It depends on what you eat. If you eat like the locals, it'll be super cheap, like under $5 for a meal. I would definitely say like under, yeah, about $3. And then, but if you want like burger or taco, something that's not native to Thailand, it's gonna be a little bit more expensive, maybe like it depends on the quality that you're getting. I would say 20, $20. So yeah, kind of like American food.
But you
But
probably
I eat a lot of that. Huh?
some, some saying about 1,500 a month. You good?
Uh, it
Less.
all depends on your lifestyle. Because if you want to go out and party every day or go on the boat excursion or there's so much stuff to do here. Like it really depends on your lifestyle. But if you want to come here and just actually chill, stay in the crib, easy 1,500.
That's tight right there. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. In America, man, it's like shit. Man, I think you out here in California, shit, you make like you can make like $8,000, $9,000. It still ain't enough. You
A
still like a
month?
regular, yeah, you still like regular
Yeah.
person out here. You ain't even, you know what I'm saying? I imagine you had that much
Yeah.
money in Thailand, you be balling, shit. The fuck? So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out here on doing like telework for IT I run into. Yeah. I feel like if you can find a way to make your income online, that or passively, whatever, through benefits, you can move out here. But what I'm not a fan of is when people come out here with money saved because it's not about what you have, it's about what you have coming in my opinion, being out here. If you're gonna be here for a long time, if you're gonna be here for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, yeah, come with some money saved. But living out here, it's not really sustainable if you just come with one sum and have to live off that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't know if you know this guy, but he's on YouTube and he talks about kind of traveling as well. His name's Danny Flights.
No,
But
I don't know.
yeah, I know he does the second languages. He teaches that at the
Okay.
like different
Yeah,
places.
English teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So he
That's a common one as well.
yeah, because I guess they got that now where I guess he even does that at home now. So he does it at home, but he, he's
Oh
like
yeah.
it's remote, but then you can
Uh-huh.
go wherever you want to go now. So yeah.
Dang. That kind of sounds good.
Uh, and then
Yeah, that actually does sound like a good job.
yeah, his name Danny Flights. If you want to check him out, he be
All
y'all probably need to link up. Y'all kind of doing the same thing. I don't think he was in the
right.
military though. I think he might just
Okay.
be. And then any final message for fellow veterans or service members watching this interview?
Uh, yeah, I don't really know. Keep your head up, get through it. Don't get a dishonorable discharge. Just be a good person because you don't want to throw all your hard work away, um, for something that's not worth it.
Yeah, that dishonorable discharge gonna mess up your benefits. So that's the main thing. You
Yeah,
don't mess up your
yeah,
benefits. That's the whole point. Like if you get out of the military and you don't have access to your benefits, like you said, there's no point going through the military. You just wasted all that
yeah,
damn time. Because the best thing about military is the benefits when you get out.
exactly. Yeah, and you don't get paid nearly enough to be in the military, like when you're actively in. So like, yeah, it's not worth doing anything under the UCMJ.
And then so what I know you got your music, but who you like listening to?
Oh man, I love Cole. That has to be my goat. I
Mm.
love Dave East. Um, yeah, I'm thinking Rod Wave. That's gonna be one. These are like super popular. I'll give you like a niche one now. From my city, Band Hunter Izzy. Check him
Who?
out. He's a Baltimore rapper.
Band Hunter.
Band Hunter. So like band, yeah, Hunter.
What's his last name?
Izzy. Izzy.
Yeah, I gotta check them out. I be trying to do my little. I be calling myself posting not now, cause I be doing my reactions every day. So I feel like
Okay.
you like these little young kids streaming shit. Yeah, Kai's still on right now. He doing said he revealing all the class. So I'm about to get back on that.
Is it more popular people now? Or is it, or yeah, because last time it was kind of like random streamers. Is he doing random streamers or is like
It look like it's
AB on
still
there?
from what I'm looking at now. I mean, I wasn't watching it because I was talking to you, but from what I'm seeing, it look like it's a lot of random people.
Mm.
I think he
Yeah, yeah,
tried to
yeah.
come back. He tried to get like the people. I mean, that don't make no. To me, I was already knowing that because like it don't make no sense to bring the same people on. So I already knew he wasn't gonna
Uh-huh.
bring the same people on. Especially if you've been gone so long, why you gonna come back
Yeah.
with the same people and shit? So I already
Uh,
knew he was gonna pick the same people. So yeah, but I'm just happy to see him on, man. Because like I didn't even I was watching it, but then once he got off, man, it was like I didn't even hardly want to watch it no more. Like I
uh,
haven't been watching it. Then I was watching the I don't know if you watch Dean the Greater AB, Adrian
yeah,
Broner.
yeah.
Yeah, they
Uh,
acting fools, so I don't even like watching that shit. I feel like that shit brain rot. They be doing too
yeah.
much stupid shit all damn day. I'm like, I can't watch these fools. So Kai somewhat, I feel I'm already old as hell, so watching Kai at least feel a little cool. So I'm back watching Kai.
Uh,
I'm happy now. Life is
I need
good.
to
Kai
I
on.
need to see Drewski just made could have been Baby Daddy.
Yeah. I was
I need
watching
to
he a
watch
fool,
that.
man. Juicy is
Yeah.
a fool. They was talking about that shit is funny, man, because they was talking about I was watching that Club Shay Shay interview with Haha Davis. And then
Uh-huh.
he was ahead of Drewski. But what he did, when he got his money, he
Uh,
didn't put it back into himself. Drewski spend $100,000 on a skit. You
yeah.
don't even know what you get from that. Like he'll spend $100,000 on a Facebook skit. So I was like, that's why he's successful because he putting his money back in, and that's why he
Mm.
passed Haha Davis because you got your money and just put it in your pocket, but Drewski's getting his money and putting it back into his shit. So like
My
Drewski ran
girlfriend,
that shit like we was talking about. This shit ran like real TV shows. It's like he got real
uh,
TV shows on YouTube.
real
That shit is
production,
real
yeah.
TV. Yeah, so that's why Drewski is up like he is. So I like Drewski too. Drewski and Kai, them were my favorites.
My girlfriend doesn't know a lot about American culture, so Drewski did that, not the Erica Kirk one, but the other white guy, like at the NASCAR event.
Yeah,
And I was like, I was like, do you know who this is? She was like, no. And I was like, this is actually a black guy. She was like, no, it's not.
yeah,
I was like, let me show you other skits. I was like, that's the same person.
Drewski fool. But yeah, shout out to your pops
Yeah.
too, man. I would say you got any shout outs?
Yeah, shout out to my dad, my biggest inspiration in my life for real. Like without him and my mom's guidance, so shout out to my mom as well. Like I'm nowhere where I'm at today. I'm a big believer in like having a strong household for a child growing up. So for them to be that example is, man, so good. They also recently retired, so they came to uh they moved to Bangkok. And yeah, like it's so nice having them, especially at my age at 26 when you're living in a different city. 99% of people aren't really going to see their parents. So the fact that I get to see them pretty frequently is like a huge blessing to me.
Yeah, I said hopefully we talk to the OG soon. I gotta hit
I
him up.
bet. I think he is going to be a great interview because of his story. I think like I've been watching your previous episodes. That's like kind of background music, like while I'm doing chores to like give me something else to focus on. And I think my dad is like right in line with a good veteran to interview.
I'm gonna hit him up.
Yeah. Also, I want to shout out Still Serving because I've been doing content for a while and I don't really get a lot of it, acknowledgement. So to be invited on here for my first podcast, I just want to say thank you for giving me like that sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, man, you doing your thing. Like I said, I probably did see you from the video, but like I said, once I saw you, then
Uh,
I looked first. It was the fact that you probably was over in Thailand, but then I saw you was doing the other
uh,
stuff, and then I was like, look like he making content. So I was like, well, I'm pretty sure he wants
uh,
to do an interview. He making content, so it's kind of like
yeah.
you. If I didn't go to your page and see all that, I wouldn't have hit you up. So the
Uh,
fact that you doing what you're doing is making people connect with you. So you gotta just keep that energy up, keep
yeah.
your thing.
It's tiring, man. It's
You
real
so,
tiring.
and then so where can they check out your music?
Uh, You can probably type in Captain Q, that would come up before the GI Bill videos. But I mean, it's not a lot of clicks. But I have a song called "Out Like That." It's probably my favorite song I ever made.
I saw you had your parents on one video.
Oh yeah, I always try to get my parents in every music video.
That's cool, man. I'm saying, I guess that's cool too, because a lot of people that be going to the military, man, they be coming from like broken homes a lot of times. So it's cool
Uh-huh.
you got both of your parents, and that's
Yeah.
that's big too. Going to the military with your, like, especially if your dad was in the military, he kind of guides you through
Hmm.
it. 'Cause if you just going
Yeah.
in blindfolded, don't know nothing, shit,
Yeah.
that shit
And
hard.
especially, I'm not saying he raised me like a Marine, but a lot of the morals he taught me, it wasn't the first time I saw it when I got to boot camp, you know? So that helped a lot. Uh, yeah, I can't believe how many people